I'm getting this message that somebody really enjoys the way that you express yourself. Someone enjoys the way you express yourself. It's like there could have been a time before where your way of expressing yourself, I just heard you needed time to grow into how you express yourself. You needed time to grow into it because you may have had trouble filtering like your thoughts in such a way at some point. It's like something about how you express yourself and how someone is very proud of you for how you are able to express yourself nowadays. Like you've changed a lot, and how you express yourself, it makes someone like happy. It makes someone smile. It makes someone feel good about the state that you're in with how your expression. Now, for some of you, I feel like it could have been like an issue where maybe some of you had like a speech impediment as a child, or you were like a late speaker, because some people have to go to speech therapy when they're younger because they don't talk. And it's funny because I have a family member like that, and he's so smart. But when he was little, he didn't talk until he turned maybe 2 or something like that. But that could be alarming to a parent. So maybe you guys, or some of you, have experienced that where in your earlier years, it took you a while to say your first words. However, when you grew to be older, you are very intelligent. It's just something in the mind. I think that's very interesting as well. Because, people often think that if a child doesn't speak, and there was no like trauma or anything, but sometimes people think if a child doesn't speak, then there's something wrong with them, which that could be a thing, but it clearly that there could be other reasons. The baby just probably wanted to think. It wasn't ready to talk because it was too busy thinking. But yeah. And now that person is very intelligent. So I feel like maybe it wasn't as far as you needing speech therapy or having a speech impediment. But maybe it was just the fact that you didn't speak much. You were quiet. You were meek, shy, even. And I feel like some of you that were like very shy, you're not shy anymore. You're able to speak up for yourself. You're able to just say what's on your mind. And there's individuals around you that see the change in you, like the transition from when it was hard for you to communicate to now. And it's like, wow, what did you do? Did you read Mystic Alchemy's book about expressing self? Did you read the book about connecting to the spirit realm so you could feel better inside? Did you read that book? Is that what you did? Because it's almost available, and it'll be available. Oh, well, of course you didn't read it because it's not available yet. Not unless you have psychic powers. Maybe some of you did read it. Maybe you have an idea of what it's about. Because I kind of said it, but then I didn't. So I kind of mixed it up a little bit. But I'm going to put the magic right here for you to see. Purchase the book. I made it for you, okay? So this book is basically going to make sure that you are aware of your power and help you to understand how the power within you can literally change your life. Absolutely. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, if you want to change your life and see yourself better, just read the book. Buy the book. It's simply for you. Oh, see? Even the computer agreed with me. But yeah, so you're on this path in your life where it's only improvement. Like, there's only improvement for you. Everything you do has to do with growth. Nothing else. Everything is just growth. You're choosing not to pay so much attention to individuals that treated you wrong. You're choosing not to give those individuals so much energy. It's just you being so in tune with self is starting to change your mind, and you're beginning to notice that you're feeling better. And it happens so seamlessly that you don't feel it until you feel it. And you're like, wait a minute, I used to be crying all the time. I used to be aggravated all the time. And I'm starting to notice that I am starting to feel better. Even if you do shed a couple of tears sometimes, that's fine. That's just life. Sometimes it happens. But it's really about, you know, getting back to self so that you can move forward in such a way where you continue to be who you are without worry, you know, without any worry, being completely unapologetic about you being yourself. That's the best condition anyone could be in. So anytime I write a book, that's what it's always going to be about. It's going to be about different perspectives to get you back to you. different perspectives to get you back to you. You know, and that's what it's all about, because, you know, for all of these years that we've been learning, we've been taught to separate from the best in us. Oh my goodness. Don't you just want to smack them up? Just smack them all. Just put them inside of the thing. What's the thing called? The thing when you go bowling. The runway, and there, imagine them being the bowling pins, and then just knock them all down with the ball. You can pick any color ball you want, any size. The focus is to knock them all down. And then when they come back up again, that's going to be all new. That's all good people. All the crispy crunchers, they got knocked down. Okay? All right. So this new way of thinking is really causing a major shift in your life, in your mind, in your emotions. And it's really like I heard a battery pack. It's like a battery pack for your future, for that quantum leap that you're preparing for. And not to say that this is your first one, because I feel like many of you have leaped a few times in life. You know, there were times where you thought you had so much to do, but you found a way to make something amazing happen in a shorter amount of time, just because you used your mind in such a way where you created a pathway or pathways that made way for you to do what you intended to do. You know, it's possible for us to make shortcuts for ourselves if we just give ourselves time to sit and think, which I think many of you have done that. So you just really have many people looking at you and actually seeing what it is that you can do, as well as respecting you for it and appreciating you for, I heard your effort, but not just effort. It's almost like your persistence. It feels like persistence. You were persistent, because many people give up, you know. Many people give up on themselves, and they're just like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it anymore. But they actually do want the results, but then they don't do what needs to be done to get those results, and they give up. But you, my dear, you didn't. You kept going when you needed to. And you've done a tremendous job. Yes. And you see, this is why everyone loves you. This is the reason. You are loved, respected, appreciated. Not everyone hates you, even though sometimes you may feel like it under certain circumstances, but that's not necessarily true. There's people that look at you and they're like, wow, I like you. Would you like to be my friend? Would you like to be my friend? You know? Can we talk sometime? Yeah. You see, when you take those steps in your life, you really change your life. You know, is these steps that seem small that are massive. They're so big, just gigantus, not gigantus. That's not the right word. Is it gigantorous? I said gigantus. It doesn't feel right when I say it. And it makes me think about a praying mantis. I could just say gigantic, but there's another word I'm looking for. Gigantism? I don't use that one often. Let's see. A rare condition. Oh, that's a condition? Oh, nah, I'm not talking about a condition. Oh, no, not the condition. Gigantria. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Gigantress. It feels funny saying it. It's not a real word. Oh, darn it. How do you say it then? The word that means extremely large. This word looks really funny to me. And I guess this is the word that I was talking about. Gargantuan. That feels so funny. It's like Gargantuan. That's the word that I was thinking about, but I haven't used it in so long that I couldn't even get my tongue together to say it right. But, I was gonna make the phone say it, but I don't see that option. Gigantuan. They brought an enormous house in the suburbs and a gargantuan task. Yeah, so you took a gigantic leap, because that word just twisted my tongue. But you took a gigantic leap in your life, and I feel like you've done that multiple times, and people are really looking at you with the bright, I heard bright and bushy tail. Bright and bushy tail. Happy for you. Happy for your growth. Maybe this is some family members, some friends, some people that have found you, that have lost you and found you. Lost and found. And then when they see you, they're happy about what they see. Because not everyone turned out as good as you did. So it's nice to see someone who, it gives them good feelings to see someone who actually is doing well. Because not everyone, they can't say that about everyone, is what I'm getting. And they wish that they could. But they are unable to. And some people they can't find. And I just got an image of someone finding you on social media and seeing your pictures and really talking about how good you look. People are complimenting your looks now because you've grown so beautifully that people want to tell you about it. They want you to know, like, what they think about you. I heard they've sown good omen because they want to see you do well, and they always have wanted to see you do well. So to see you doing great is like, I heard sensational. Wow. It's such a good word. Sensational. They think you look sensational. You sound sensational. I heard you even behave in such a way. Okay. So these individuals that come across you, I heard come across your name. And I also feel like somebody's looking for you. I just picked it up too. Like, somebody's looking for you. They've been looking for a while, but they're wondering if you're using your real name or not, or if you're using like a different name on your social media. And if they know someone that they know knows you, they've been asking if they know what your name is on social media so they can reach out to you. And now I'm hearing that if some of you do not go on Facebook often, something about Facebook right now in the Messenger, you know how the Messenger is separate from the actual Facebook app? Some of you have messages waiting in there for you because you haven't been on it. So just check in there, because that's the message that Spirit just gave me. There's a message in there. Even if it's from months ago, you should see it. That's what I just got, okay? So yeah, I think this is just basically about you expressing yourself in such a way that your frequency is raising up. The more your frequency increases, the more this good energy is going to be sent your way, because it's your reflection. It's that mirror effect. So when your frequency is high, you're going to get that same high frequency right back. And this is just something that you could just remember, just so you have a reason to elevate your frequency. So if you feel your frequency, like your vibe, decreasing, remind yourself that when you decrease your own frequency, you actually cause an adverse effect, and that same energy is reverted back to you. And that's not really what you want. No, of course not. So regulate yourself, regulate your emotions. Know when you're feeling like something is wrong, pinpoint it and pull it from the root, so you don't have this long-term effect. I feel like my mouth just started watering for some reason. That was random, but maybe some of you are hungry or have a taste for something, or maybe someone has a taste for you, or vice versa. I don't know. That was a random moment. But you really focusing in on your energy is really improving your life overall. It's improving you. It's improving how you feel, how you love, how you maintain your soul activation. All of these things are of great importance, especially right now, when the chaos is abode. I heard abode. Hold on. I have to look that up because I don't use that often, but Spirit said abode. On or into a ship, aircraft, train, or other vehicle. Because you're in like an ascension vehicle. Like you're traveling. It's like an energetic, like your frequency causes you to travel and it's like travel. It's like spiritual travel. Am I saying it right? Traveling outside or away from low frequency energy, actually, your ability to do that, it helps you. So it's like a spiritual travel, but it's also energetic. Like the energetic travel causes the spiritual travel. Because the higher your frequency, the more you can actually travel. Like through lucid dreaming and meditation and allowing your mind to be free enough to start seeing visions. So, if you want to practice your intuitive abilities and your psychic powers, it's very important for your vibes to be high, because if they're not, then you're not going to see anything. You're not going to be able to see it because you're going to be blocking yourself. Okay, so there's a large group of you that are in a lighter energy, and you're like ascending and elevating. So being that you're feeling this way, you're like preparing yourself to lucid dream, and you might be lucid dreaming already or more than usual, and just being able to be more in tune with the spiritual aspect of self when you choose to vibe on a higher frequency, because it's a choice. And I'm always going to say that because it's true. It's true. Things that could make you mad, right? Like when things just, nothing's working one day. You're just trying to do everything, and everything you're trying to do is not working. And then it's like, at that point, you just want to throw something. But that happens sometimes. So it's important that you feel that moment and recognize that your temper is raising. Temperatures rising. I just heard that. But, ooh, anyway, whatever. So once you get to that point where you know that you are about to fly off the handle, it is so important for you to just be quiet for a second and think, and just feel the moment and make a decision. Don't let the decision make you, because that's that pivotal moment where you can either lash out and act completely crazy, or you can think about what you're doing and respond the way you choose to, not from a place of not spontaneity, that's not the right word, from a place of impulse. Okay, we don't want you doing that, because that's when you can make a mistake that you really didn't want to make. Like, it wasn't even intentional, it wasn't your intentions. It's just that if you don't control and maintain your own energy, you can end up doing something that is not favorable for you in that moment, right? Yeah. So keep that energy high up to the sky, as high as possible, because the more you do that, the better you're going to feel, and the more that same energy will be given back to you, reflected back to you. Okay? Everything you do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. I'll see you in the next message.